our next guest as the noted Albuquerque attorney Kim Wexler from 6 seasons of Better Call Saul and no season of Breaking Bad, which does not bode well for her character's future.
When I dropped Wendy off at the motel, she thought she was being watched by some undercover cops, but then when I drove away, that same car was behind me. Right after I spotted them, they disappeared.
Well, you know what they say. The wicked flee when no man pursueth.
You think we're wicked?
Watch new episodes of the final season Monday on AMC and AMC Plus. Say hello to Rhea Seehorn. Great to have you here. Yeah, you're excited. Were you under the impression that there would be no audience here tonight?
No, but they stood up. They got up. That's
yes,
so sweet.
They got up because, well, everyone loves you. Yeah. And I don't know, the audience doesn't know, you directed that scene we just saw. You were the director of the episode.
I made my directing debut.
Is that something that you had been wanting to do, or something that just occurred to you over the course of shooting?
Yeah, I mean, I've coached actors, and I did new play development for a long time in theater, so constantly working with writers to develop stuff. And then wanted to, see if those things would come together and make it possible to direct. So I directed 2 shorts, told Peter Gould and Vince Gilligan that I wanted to throw my hat in the ring, and then had a number of amazing mentors, many directors from our show, every hiatus.
And then you studied with them, and then you figured it out, and then you did it. And how was it when you finished? Is it something that you want to do again?
I do want to try to do it again. It was scary. It's fun when you're not trying to just not freak out. It's one or the other constantly. There's moments I remember the first Tech Scout when we're going around, and that's in the prep week before you're shooting, you're going around and every department has questions, thousands of questions, do you want to use this desk? Do you want to use this chair? Do you want to face this way? Costumes, props. And that first moment when you suddenly have 50, 60 people staring at you and
asking you to answer questions
to steer this whole ship.
And normally you'd be one of those people asking questions,
100%,
right?
100%, yeah. So that part's a little scary.
It's like the difference between having kids and being a kid, right?
I'm not that reckless when I'm a performer, but yeah.
Bob Odenkirk was here a couple weeks ago. We talked about a few things. Number one, we talked about the fact that you, Bob, and Patrick Fabian lived together for several seasons of the show.
Yes.
Which is, he said it was great. Was it great from your standpoint?
Great. For some reason, it's weird to a lot of people.
It is weird, yeah. 3 adults who have jobs living together in a house like that.
Brian and Aaron came to visit us one time there, and they were like, wait, so you guys are living here? Living? And we were like, yeah. And they were like, I don't know if that's the most amazing or the most weird thing I've ever heard in my life. But
who got the biggest room in that house?
I did.
You did? Well, of course. Well, sure.
Well, because there's one big primary bedroom downstairs with its own bathroom, and then 2 bedrooms upstairs with a shared bathroom. And so I made the boys go upstairs.
Bob and Patrick are adult men sharing a bathroom.
They are.
Yeah.
They are.
And then I want to get your version of this story, because Bob said that he found a stray dog.
Yeah.
He brought it home. It turned out to be pregnant. And then I'll let you tell what happened.
Yeah, so I saw Bob's segment, and his version of this story is...
varies?
I would say there are some variables there.
Okay.
He told the clean version. So he was shooting in Tahajali, and by the way, we checked with every house on that reservation to take a dog off the property. You have to ask and all of that. So we did it the right way. But Bob was texting me pictures of this pregnant, dirty dog. And he's like, look how sad, and I said, yeah, I know, but what are we gonna do? We're shooting every day, sometimes 14 hours a day. How would we be able to handle that? He's like, no, I know, it's too much trouble. I won't bring her home. I'm not doing that. I was like, okay, great. Pictures for 4 days in a row. Then he arrives with the dog. I knew that was happening. I knew it. And then he says, listen, I took her by the vet, and we found out that she's pregnant with 2 puppies, and the due date is, and it was 6 weeks from then. And I said, okay, we're not even home. Like, what are we gonna do? And he said, no. Meg Gergerich, this wonderful assistant he had, has a dog and is gonna handle it. And then Jan, this woman in Transpo, is like a dog doula. Like she helps people. I think it's called something else, but she helps birth dogs in some way. She's like, I got it. I'm on top of it. And so the three of them had this big plan about the due date and what they were gonna do. And Bob says, there's only one Saturday where we all have to leave town. And I watched them pull out of the driveway, and I was like, she's clearly having the babies today. And I look at the dog, and the dog is digging a hole in the flower bed and burying herself to here. And she had this face, and she gave birth within a couple of hours.
To how many puppies?
To 8.
8 puppies.
8.
So,
Here's the thing, like, I don't know this vet. I'm sure it was a lovely vet, but like, is that like a courtroom
You got a
sketch? How
bad
bad
vet.
can a sonography be?
The difference between 2 and 8 is 6 dogs. Yeah. That's
so
a
they're
lot.
all gone, and she starts giving birth to one, and I was like, holy crap. I call Bob, I'm screaming at him on FaceTime, and I was like, you left! And so he's like, call Jan, call Meg. We're calling all these people to try to come back and help me, but in the meantime, the dog's giving birth, which they mostly handle on their own.
Yeah,
I've
right,
never
yeah,
seen
they
this,
don't
but
usually...
not entirely. Because after like number 3, the dog was like, I'm done. Just like totally wouldn't help at all. And doula Jan is on the phone with me, and she's like, she goes, oh, you can't leave the placenta in there. You have to pull. They all have their own umbilical cords and sacs. She's like, you have to get it out. Be very gentle. Don't tear it. If you tear it, it's going to go right back up, and it infects. It was insanity.
Wow.
All over the back porch.
So you were the hero, really.
I feel like Bob left that out.
Yeah, 100%. I want to ask you quickly a question because I mentioned this in the intro. You know what happens to Kim, your character.
I do.
Did you know the whole way what was going to happen?
No, we get our scripts one at a time. You're not told every turn that we've taken in the show, even knowing if your character is going to continue to be in the show. For those of us that were not in Breaking Bad, you're finding that out a script at a time.
Oh, so when I say you know what happens to Kim, and you said yes, that means something happens to Kim. Yes?
Well, she doesn't evaporate. So something there is story that will be told.
Okay.
I'm not gonna tell you.
I'm sorry. I know. Yeah, I don't want you to tell me, and yet I also want you to tell me. And congratulations on the show. Is one of the great shows. And I hope that Kim has I don't know what I hope for, but
yeah. What do you hope happens?
Maybe Kim will get her own spin-off show, and we'll go back even farther in time.
Great.
The new episodes of Better Call Saul are Mondays on AMC and AMC Plus, the final season. Rhea Seehorn, everybody. Thank you, Ray. We'll be back with the B-52s. If you like that video, click subscribe, and we'll be together until one of us dies.